Welcome back to New Day Northwest. We are here on location at the glamorous Fairmont Hotel. And recently, I got to visit with my girlfriends and we went to the very exclusive Founders Club. Now, this is an incredible new speakeasy bar right here at the Fairmont. It's an intimate enclave with a 1920s speakeasy vibe. It's moody with unique cocktails and the drinks were so delicious. And speaking of drinks, our man Jesse created these fabulous cocktails for us as our Hot Topics panel returns. Here's Andrew, Rachel, and Kelly. So imbibe, guys, take a drink. I have this fabulous cocktail, known as sparkling water, because I think my producers know me too well.
It's Spawa though, there's cucumbers in there.
Obviously.
Yes.
How is your red wine?
Love red wine, here for that, classic.
And yours?
Same, it's so good, it's refreshing. There's like a little like, ooh, everybody knows that flavor.
And what are you having?
I have an old fashioned and it's delicious.
And one of the wonderful things about them is that just unique wines, unique flavors. But now that we've all been here a while, had a cocktail, what do you think of the renovation so far?
I think that it is beautiful. I love it. There's like an interesting twist of modern and old fashioned, and some of the design, I just think, how do you come up with this? I mean, there's these like hand painted tiles over there that have to do with the aerospace industry, but like, where do these ideas come from?
My goodness, we have this amazing design firm out of Spain that not only the George, but the entire lobby in the hotel. And really, what do I think of the renovation? I'm a little biased, but the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
It's busy on a Monday.
It's busy on a Monday.
3 o'clock on a Monday, and I'm like, downtown Seattle busy on a Monday? It's fabulous.
Yes.
This is the place to be. As soon as I walked in, I was like, yep, this is the place to be for a date night, girls' night, whatever you want to do, and everything. I mean, I just want all of this in my house. I'm obsessed.
Well, what I love is how it is so uniquely Seattle. I mean, you look around and up there in the eaves, you've got beautiful old maps of Seattle, maritime maps. So I just love that part. It is so fun. You can't really go wrong here. It's just beautiful. All right, well, we've got our beverages, but we're going to talk from adult beverages to adult friendships. Now, this is something that can oftentimes be difficult, especially when you're trying to make them as you get older, don't you think?
Yeah, this is something that in my work at Cairo Radio, I've been doing a couple stories on because a lot of people have moved during the pandemic. And so it was something like 1 out of 5 people have either moved or know someone who moved. And so there's all of these people in new cities that are looking for new friends. And when you're not moving for college or, you know, even if you're like moving for a new job, but you're working from home, you don't have this built-in kind of friendship opportunity. So during the pandemic, I made 2 new friends and it really stood out because, you know, the pandemic was a time for isolation. And so I was like, how did I meet these people? And they're 2 of my favorite people. And I feel like we connected really fast. And I was very aware of it thinking, wow, at 42, you can still really connect. And the words that I like to use are friend pheromones. I don't think there's, it doesn't matter like where you go or what you talk, it's just like online dating. Like you can read and have everything in common, but you don't know until you connect.
Right.
And so I think it's just, you know, right time, right place, meeting your person, even if that's a friend.
How did you meet them during the pandemic?
One was a yoga teacher that I was always too nervous to talk to because I thought like, oh, you're not supposed to talk to her. Everybody wants to talk to her. And then I started talking to her and I brought her my dorky bat mitzvah pictures and I was like, here's my unibrow. And she's like, let's do this. And we became friends. And then the other one was like through an interview, somebody that I worked with through work. But you know, you just know when you hit it off with someone, when the conversation just flows, you can't force it.
Oh, mazel tov.
I love that. And I feel so blessed as well. I've been able to make some new friends over the pandemic. And here's the thing. I think we're all, you know, we're meeting people, especially as we get back together.
Yeah.
If you think that somebody's interesting, go for it.
Yes.
Go for it. Just take that extra step and go for it. Ask them questions about themselves. Show interest. It is the simplest thing, but it works. It really does. Because everybody wants to feel like they've been heard or been listened to.
And I feel like there's the thing of like, oh, if I ask, it's going to be weird. And what if she, you're right. Like everybody wants to be asked to hang out or do something. Like the chances of them saying yes is very high.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I hate when people, I'm born and raised in Seattle, so I hate when people say the Seattle freeze.
It's real?
Because, I know. But it's, yeah, I'm just trying to like prove people wrong that, you know, if somebody actually asks you like, hey, do you want to go and try this yoga class or something like that, like say yes. Like say yes to maybe like a little over 50%, and you never know who you're going to meet, and try something new. And I think building adult relationships, like there's always clubs at work. We have like a hike club. So if you can kind of find like the same thing that you enjoy, I feel like then you're going to meet people that you might enjoy as well. But yeah, it's difficult. There's Bumble for friends. I've had.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So yes, that's the thing.
Yeah, you just click the tab.
So shout out to anyone doing that that's trying to meet new girlfriends.
Well, and I know maybe you're out there thinking there's a bunch of very, very like engaging people here, and yes, we are very outgoing. But I did recently just tell my sister this. I said, go on Facebook and go on the online communities, and you can look up communities that like the same things that you do. For example, she likes aliens, so I said, look for a community about aliens. It's, but I even found a community of people from my college, so it's a really great thing to do, and I think it's important. All right, we only have about 30 seconds left, so I'm going to ask you a very quick question about fashion.
Okay.
When are shorts okay when we're going into summer?
Okay, I was thinking about this. I am very pale, and no amount of sunlight will make me non-pale. And when I was a kid, I would get teased for it. And so as an adult, as I've come into my own and I feel comfortable in my own body, I don't think it matters what you look like. As long as you feel comfortable, who cares? Like, I'm always gonna be pale, wear shorts. If you don't like your legs, if you have cellulite, just, this is your only body, this is your only life. Wear what you feel good in.
Well, I love it. You actually took up all the time, but that's okay because that was a mic drop moment. All right, thank you all so much for being here, for sharing all the history here and all the wonderful new advancements, and thank you for sharing your fabulous style. And Rachel, as always, we love you. Cheers. Cheers.